The right to bear arms is not just a right, but a responsibility. This responsibility is deeply rooted in our nation's history and our collective identity. It is a symbol of our freedom and our commitment to protect that freedom at all costs. It is a God-given right enshrined in our Constitution by our founding fathers. They envisioned a nation where citizens could defend themselves, their families, and their liberties. This right is intertwined with our faith and our belief in the sanctity of life and liberty. This right comes with grave implications. Owning a firearm is not like owning a car or a television. It is a profound responsibility that requires a deep understanding of its potential consequences. A firearm is a tool of immense power, capable of protecting life but also of ending it. It is a commitment to the potential of taking a human life. Are you prepared for that burden? This is not a question to be answered lightly. It requires introspection and a clear understanding of the moral weight that comes with such a decision. Carrying a firearm for self-defense means accepting the possibility, however remote, that you might have to use it. This means being prepared for the physical, emotional, and legal aftermath of such an action. It means understanding the laws that govern self-defense and being ready to justify your actions in a court of law. This is not a decision to be taken lightly. It demands careful consideration of the legal, ethical, and spiritual ramifications. You must weigh the potential consequences and ask yourself if you are truly ready to bear this responsibility. It requires a level of mental and emotional fortitude few possess. The decision to carry a firearm is not just about physical readiness, but also about mental preparedness. It involves rigorous training, both in handling the firearm and in understanding the gravity of its use. Before you even consider carrying a firearm, you must ask yourself, can you live with the taking of a human life? This question goes beyond the immediate act of self-defense. It touches on your ability to cope with the long-term psychological impact and the moral implications of such an action. Can you justify it to yourself, to your family, and to your God? These are the people who will be affected by your decision. Their support and understanding are crucial, as is your ability to reconcile your actions with your faith and moral beliefs. If the answer is anything less than an unequivocal yes, then you are not ready to carry a firearm. The weight of deadly force is a heavy burden, one that should only be shouldered by those who are fully prepared to accept all its consequences. Take the time to reflect, to seek guidance, and to ensure that your decision is made with the utmost care and consideration. I didn't know. These are words you never want to utter in a courtroom, especially after a self-defense shooting. The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences of not knowing the law can be severe. Ignorance of the law is no excuse, and in the eyes of the law, it can be the difference between walking free and spending years behind bars. The legal system is complex, and understanding your rights and responsibilities is crucial. Each state has its own set of laws regarding self-defense and the use of deadly force. These laws can be intricate and vary significantly from one state to another. Some states have stand-your-ground laws which allow individuals to use force without retreating if they feel threatened. Others require a duty to retreat, meaning you must attempt to escape the situation before using force. Castle doctrine laws, which pertain to defending oneself in their home, also differ. Brandishing laws, which govern the display of a weapon, and the definition of reasonable fear can vary widely as well. What might be considered justifiable self-defense in one state could be deemed manslaughter or even murder in another. The interpretation of these laws can hinge on subtle differences in wording and local legal precedents. It is your responsibility to know the laws in your state, as well as any state you may travel to. This means doing your homework and staying informed about the legal landscape wherever you go. Familiarize yourself with the legal definitions of self-defense, reasonable force, and the use of deadly force. Consulting with a legal expert or taking a self-defense law course can provide valuable insights. Ignorance is not bliss, it is negligence. Failing to understand the law can lead to dire consequences, including criminal charges and imprisonment. Arm yourself with knowledge and understanding before you arm yourself with a gun. Your freedom may depend on it. Take the time to educate yourself, seek professional advice, and stay updated on any changes in the law. Owning a firearm is not enough. You wouldn't drive a car without first learning how, would you? The same principle applies to firearms. Proper training is not just about hitting a target, it's about developing the mindset and muscle memory to react effectively under extreme stress. Seek out reputable instructors who can teach you the fundamentals of marksmanship, safe gun handling, and the legal use of deadly force. Practice regularly at the range and consider enrolling in advanced courses that simulate real-world scenarios. But training goes beyond the physical. You must also prepare your mind for the harsh realities of a violent encounter. Study situational awareness techniques. Learn to recognize potential threats and de-escalate situations before they turn deadly. Remember, the ultimate goal is to avoid violence whenever possible. Picture this. You're walking down a dark street when suddenly a figure leaps out from the shadows. Your heart skips a beat and your mind is flooded with a rush of thoughts and emotions. Adrenaline surges through your veins, your heart pounds in your chest and your mind races. You feel the cold sweat on your brow and your breathing becomes rapid and shallow. This is the moment of truth. This is where mental preparedness separates those who freeze from those who act. In these critical seconds, your response can mean the difference between safety and danger. Mental preparedness isn't about becoming a cold-blooded killer. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows you to stay calm and focused under pressure. It's about developing the mental fortitude to act decisively and effectively in a life or death situation. This means training your mind to respond with clarity and purpose. It's about overcoming the fear, hesitation, and indecision that can paralyze even the most well-trained individual. Fear is natural, but it must be managed and controlled. This preparedness comes from a deep understanding of the stakes involved, unwavering faith in your convictions, and the willingness to do what is necessary to protect yourself and your loved ones. It's about knowing what you stand for and being ready to defend it. It requires mental rehearsal, visualizing potential scenarios, and mentally preparing yourself to face them head-on. By repeatedly imagining these situations, you train your brain to react swiftly and effectively. Techniques such as mindfulness and meditation can also play a crucial role in mental preparedness. They help you maintain composure and clarity of thought when faced with unexpected challenges. Educating yourself on mental toughness and resilience and engaging in regular mental exercises can significantly enhance your ability to handle high-stress situations. Seeking guidance from experienced mentors and practicing under their supervision can provide invaluable insights and boost your confidence. Reflecting on past experiences and learning from mistakes is also essential. Each experience, whether successful or not, adds to your mental toolkit, preparing you for future challenges. Ultimately, mental preparedness is about building a resilient mindset that empowers you to face danger with courage and determination. Stay frosty, my friends. Keep your head down and your powder dry.